Hi there! Today we're learning English while we travel overseas and explore a new place together. I'm on a short trip to New Zealand with my friend, and today we'll order at a cafe, walk through a market, and see beautiful views of lakes and mountains in Queenstown. You can speak along with me and use this video for shadowing practice, or you can relax and listen along. If you're learning English and want to feel more confident using it while traveling, studying, or living abroad, this video series will help you understand everyday English in real situations. In this series, I've used the 3,000 most common English words to help you learn quickly through comprehensible input. I make new videos every week, so please subscribe to see them every Sunday. Okay, let's go for a walk. On our trip, we're staying in Arrowtown. Arrowtown is a small town surrounded by mountains. There are lots of cute buildings here. Many of them look old-timey, like this old-fashioned post office. Next to the post office, there's a man selling fresh cherries from a local farm. The facades of the building are old-fashioned. A facade is the front of a building. These buildings look like they're from a different time. The town is quiet this morning, but soon there will be more tourists walking around the streets. There are a couple of cyclists riding their bikes. There's a bike path along the river just outside the town that they might be heading towards. Before we head out for the day, I'll order a coffee at a local coffee shop. Listen to this short conversation and see what you can pick up. Could I grab a soy flat white, please? Oh,
Sure.
sorry, flat white.
Yeah, you guys having them here or are you going to be taking away?
Having here, thank you.
Sweet. Is it this size you're after?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'll grab a pan of chocolate. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Sweet. Just that for you, miss?
Yeah, that's all.
Where were you two looking to sit down today?
On the side, thank you.
Cool. Great. 16.50 for that one.
Thanks so much. After our coffees, we'll walk back through the town. Then we'll wander through a morning market before we drive into Queenstown. My friend loves cherries, so we bought a big 1 kilogram bag from the cherry farmer. Today, he's also selling peaches and nectarines. In the park is the small town market. People are playing live music and artists are selling their artworks. This stall sells different kinds of New Zealand honey. They also make candles from the beeswax. This artist makes adorable little fruits, vegetables, and flowers from felt. Adorable means very charming or lovable. The little felt vegetables look plush. Plush means soft and nice to touch. This artist collects flowers on her bike rides and presses them flat. She arranges the pressed flowers into detailed artworks. I liked them so much that I bought a small print. Now that we've wandered through the market, we'll get in the car and drive into Queenstown to ride the gondola. Queenstown is about a 25-minute drive from Arrowtown. The drive is very scenic. Scenic means that the views are beautiful to look at. We've parked near the lake. This lake is called Lake Wakatipu. It's very large and surrounded by mountains. Today, the sky is clear and blue. The lake is also a deep blue color. Look at that small boat heading out. It's designed to look like a shark. These orange boats are made for jetting around the lake. Jetting means moving very fast across the water. Queenstown has many thrilling activities, but instead of something thrilling, we'll watch the ducks for a moment. The water is so clear that I can see their legs kicking under the surface. Let's keep walking along the edge of the lake. These seagulls are perched on the wall. Perched means they're sitting on something up high. Behind them are more boats docked on the water. The shoreline is made of small pebbles and stones. When the waves reach the shore, you can hear the water and the stones. It's a very relaxing sound. Some seagulls are taking flight and flying over the lake. We'll head towards those green trees in front of us. The sunlight is reflecting off the lake. It looks like the water is sparkling. Today, it's 22 degrees and sunny. In Australia, 22 degrees might feel mild, but here the sun feels warm and comfortable. Some people are even swimming in the lake. People are out on their morning runs. If you ran here, you'd have a beautiful mountain view the whole time. Even though there's a small town nearby, there isn't much litter in the lake. Litter is rubbish dropped carelessly in public places. It's important to take your rubbish with you and care for nature. On our right, people are paddling canoes. There are 3 canoes on the water. 2 people are sharing a canoe, paddling together. There's a couple standing in front of us, looking at the view. They're tourists, just like my friend and I. The wind is making small waves on the lake. As far as we can see, there are mountains everywhere. Can you see that mountain peak? A peak is the very top of the mountain. Let's follow this shaded path back into town. After a short walk inland, we'll find the gondola. Inland is the direction away from the water. A gondola is also sometimes called a cable car. It's a small cabin that moves on a cable. It takes people up the mountain. You can walk up the mountain, but the hike is very steep. First, we'll need to buy our tickets. Luckily, there's no queue today. Hi, can I just grab 2 adult tickets, please?
The gondola?
Just to the gondola,
Yeah, awesome. Paying together or separate?
Do you want to pay separately?
Yeah, sure. Separately.
Okay, all right. Where are you guys from?
We're from Melbourne.
Awesome. So it's $66 there.
Thank you.
Just which currency you'd like to pay with? This one is your ticket and your receipt.
Thanks so much.
Is there a bathroom up there?
Yes, there is also one over there if you wanted to go before you head up, but there's a few bathrooms at the top.
We have a gondola all to ourselves. The mountain is very steep, so if you're afraid of heights, this might make you a bit nervous. As we go up, we can see how huge the lake is. We can also see the buildings of the town and more mountains. We're passing other gondolas that are coming down the mountain. That green platform is for bungee jumping, where you jump from a high place with a rope attached to your feet. That's way too scary for me. We've reached the top, so we'll step out of our gondola and walk around the top of the mountain. Some people brought their bikes up with them. They're riding their bikes along the path in front of us. Up here, you can walk, ride a bike, or go on the luge. The luge is this small cart that rolls down a track. It looks like fun. From up here, we can see more mountain bike riders. They'll ride their bikes fast down the rocky mountain. We're going to have a quick snack. We'll have some of the cherries we got earlier, which are fresh and juicy. We also have potato chips. They're salty and crunchy. We brought a big bottle of water with us too, to stay hydrated. Here's a map showing some walking tracks. Some hikes are long and difficult. Today, we're doing a short and easy walk instead, in this forest. After a short walk, we've reached a lookout. There's a large picture frame at the end of the lookout. This is the view of the next mountain peak. The view is gorgeous. Some of the trees up here have turned red. I bet the mountains would also look very beautiful in autumn when all of the leaves turn red and orange. We'll follow the loop track back to the gondola station. Someone has made a very cute sign to guide our way. Even though our walk was easy, not as difficult as a hike, the gravel track was still very steep. At the top of a mountain, it's cooler and windier than it is at the bottom of the mountain. There's a blue windsock blowing in the wind. Now it's time for some lunch. We bought some things from a bakery in town and then brought them up to the top of the mountain to eat. I got a slice of pizza. It's time to get back in the gondola and head down the mountain. Off we go. It's my first time visiting New Zealand. I've never travelled to New Zealand before, even though this area of New Zealand is such a short flight from Melbourne. To fly from Melbourne to Queenstown only takes about 3 hours and 10 minutes. Typically, people from Australia like to travel a lot. We enjoy visiting new places and can be quite adventurous. I feel very lucky that I'm able to see new sights when I travel. Let's get out of the gondola and see what else is in town. We've stumbled across a cute little store that sells lots of little homewares and crafts. There's a room full of knitwear and balls of yarn in different colours. It can get quite cold in New Zealand, so lots of people have woolen jumpers and socks to keep them warm. My friend is deciding whether to buy a pair of woolen socks or a pair of woolen gloves. She decided on the gloves. There are ceramic, bird-shaped vases on these shelves. At the bottom, there are stacks of long, thin candlesticks. These knitted sheep look very soft and fluffy. They look plush. This store sells so many small trinkets. A trinket is a small decorative object. Okay, it's time to head back for one last look at the lake. Thanks for joining me today for a walk around Queenstown in New Zealand. I'll be back in Australia in the next video. How could you describe something soft, fluffy, and nice to touch? Plush. What does it mean for a place to be scenic? It's beautiful to look at with nice views. What do you call rubbish left in public places? Litter. What is the very top of a mountain called? The peak. What do you call a small decorative object? A trinket. Thanks for joining me today. If you'd like more videos like this, there's a lot more coming. I'm creating extra listening and speaking practice videos to help you learn English quickly. Where would you like to go next? And which everyday English topics would you like to practice more? Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe for more simple Australian English practice. See you next time.